Hello, in this Grammaticus tutorial we're going to be looking at the question type which involves filling in 3 missing letters. In these questions you're asked to find 3 missing letters to complete a word. The word may or may not be in the sentence and the missing letters may or may not form a word themselves. These questions rely on your spelling knowledge and problem solving skills. Let's have a little look at the instructions that we've got at the top to start with. So we've got to identify the 3-letter word that can be added to the letters in capitals to form a new word. The new word will complete the sentence. Mark the correct letter combination on your answer sheet. So if we look at the question here, we've got the plumber couldn't find his snare. Here we've got snare. This is an incomplete word. And we've got to add 3 of the letters that we've got below here to make this into a word which makes this sentence make sense. Now, we can't change the order of these letters at all, and it's worth remembering we can add these 3 letters anywhere within this word, but the order of the letters doesn't change. Now, one of the easiest ways of solving these is to actually look at the sentence and see if we can work out what it's going to be from the context of the sentence. So it says the plumber couldn't find his something. Well, what might a plumber not be able to find? Well, maybe a tool of some description. And if I think of a tool that a plumber might use, I'm thinking of a spanner. Now, I'm going to write the word spanner down here to start with. I can see that I have those letters within the word spanner. So I've got the S, the N, the E and the R, and I can see that I'm left here with the word pan. Well, if I look at the possible 3 words that I've got down here, I can see that I have the word pan here, so I'm going to circle that. I'm going to mark B on my answer sheet, and when I've done that I'm going to cross off question number 1. Let's have a little look at question number 2. It says, I feel quite LLY when I am on my own. Now, some letter combinations just don't go together and they can act as a clue as to where the 3-letter word may go. And straight away, I'm drawn to the space between the 2 L's. We haven't got many words that start LLY. So I'm drawn to that point there. So I feel quite lally, lowly, lonely or lonely, lonely, lillipity. Okay, so far I'm sort of drawn to this one and this one. Let me try writing those 2 combinations out. Lonely, that looks okay, and I know that that makes an own sound because it is the word lone. Lonely. Now, looking at those 2 words, I can see that this is how we spell the word lonely. And this is what I mean by how they like to check your spelling, okay? Because we can see the word own there, and we could quite easily get drawn into that being the correct spelling. So it's always worth writing the word out, crossing out the letters that you've been given to check that you've chosen the correct word. When you've found the correct word, which we have, we found the word is 1, and it makes the own sound in the word lonely, we can circle that, then mark that on our answer sheet and then cross it off. Okay, let's have a look at another question. The shop OED quite early, so we could buy some milk. Well, what might the shop do quite early? It might open quite early. Okay, it might open quite early. So the shop opened. So I'm going to write the word opened down. I'm going to cross off the letters that I've been given. Now, I can see I've got 2 E's in here, but I'm looking to be able to put 3 letters in. So it's obviously going to be the second E rather than the E that I've got there, okay, because P, N and E don't go together to make a word. So the word that I've got there is pen. I can see I've got pen down here, so I'm going to circle pen and then I'm going to mark that on my answer sheet and then cross off number 3. Okay, let's just have a look at the final question we've got here. We are trying to Arge, a surprise party for my brother. Now, arge can come at the end of a word on its own. So if you think of the word barge or large. However, I can't think of any words connected with what you might do for a party straight away. I'm not actually thinking along those lines. What I'm actually thinking of is the word arrange. Arrange. I'm actually going to write the word arrange down. Okay, I'm going to write the word arrange down, and I'm going to take the letters away that I've already got. Well, I've got to make sure that I take them away in that order. So I've got to take away an A, then an R. So I'm going to take away the first R, then I'm going to go to the G and the E, and I can see that I have the word ran there. Now if I have a look at my answers here, I can see that I've got the word ran. So I'm going to circle that. I'm going to mark C on my answer sheet, and we've finished those questions. Now, if you would like to have a practice at doing these, there is a worksheet that accompanies the tutorial, so maybe have a go at doing that as well. I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.